Hey everybody, welcome to our weekend check-in video for Psych-45, Research Methods in Psychology for Saturday, August 27th. As always, just going to go over a few items, reminders, clarifications, anything I think you need to know about to be successful in our course, and we'll keep it short and sweet. So first thing here is that your quiz and discussion for Chapter 3 there on how you might measure hunger. I did enjoy reading a lot of your comments there. You had some very interesting things to say, and I think some of you really did realize that something so ordinary and simple turned out to be a little more complicated than maybe you first thought in terms of how you might measure it there. So it really lives up to that thing I say, that it's a tricky business sometimes to measure a construct, even a simple one like hunger. And I did neglect to mention previously there in some of my videos here that on Chapter 3 in the course module there, you'll see a little link there for websites for related content there for Chapter 3. You might want to take a look at that. You don't have to, of course, but it's a really interesting story this time from National Public Radio, NPR, on their Science Friday program, if you ever listen to that. And it's a really interesting study about how they found these very pronounced gender differences and how young children, little girls and little boys, feel about their own level of brilliance or how capable they are. And they found once children get to a certain age, girls are just as likely as boys to think that males are just more likely to be brilliant. And it's pretty cool how they did this study. They just had them read a simple story, and then they, at the end of the story, there were illustrations of who the character might be that was talked about in the story, because they weren't told, the gender of the character. And they simply had to do, among other things, pick an illustration of the character they thought was portrayed in that story. And they found again at a certain age that girls and boys were more likely to pick a male-looking character that could have been successful in that story. So it's a really cool illustration of how you actually measure something kind of complex like this. So I'd encourage you to take a look at it there. It's a short radio program. It's only about 5 minutes or so, so you might like it. Next item here is that your quiz and discussion for Chapter 4 is due next Friday, September 3rd, so make sure you've got them turned in by that time. And again, you are going to find a link there to Chapter 4 related websites there. These are again programs from National Public Radio or NPR about some basically secret military experiments that were done back during World War II, and how a lot of these soldiers unwittingly became guinea pigs for these military tests. And of course that's just completely unethical, and a lot of these soldiers were harmed from the exposure to the chemicals they got. And for decades, the government never really followed through on its promise to take care of these folks. And of course, systemic racism was alive and well back then as it is today. And a lot of these soldiers that were experimented upon were soldiers of color. And so it's got this terrible legacy too. So you might want to take a look at it and listen to it. It's really important to know about these things and not act as if, well, we don't do that stuff anymore and that's all in the past, because things do happen and they have a legacy that carry into the present, so it's important to look at that. Next item here, importantly, is that your first exam, your Unit 1 exam, which will cover Chapters 1, 3, and 4, will open Monday, September 6th through September 8th. Sorry about that. So September 6th through September 8th. There is a study guide there available you'll find right at the bottom of Unit 1, right above the link for the exam. So do take a look at that study guide. You'll find a couple of items there that are italicized with asterisks all around it. Those are going to be the content that your short answer essay questions on your exam will be based upon. So definitely prepare for that material. On the study guide, I do not tell you exactly what the question is, but I give you a really big heads up on what you might want to get ready for those essay questions. So make sure you prepare that content there so you can quickly answer those questions there. And you will get an announcement about this too, and you will find it in the instructions for the exam. Do not copy and paste material from your textbook to answer those questions, because that's cheating and plagiarism. You have to put things in your own words, so please be careful to do that. And you will get a reminder announcement about that, and you will see that in the instructions. The exam is 60 minutes. There are 50 questions, and so keep an eye out for that announcement for any more details. Related here, that your mind map assignments for Chapters 1, 3, and 4, and don't forget that one quiz in Chapter 2, quiz 2.4, that will be due the evening before the exam opens up on Monday, September 6th. So mind tap must be turned in by Sunday, September 5th by 11:59 p.m. And that means when the clock strikes 11:59 p.m., not 11:59 p.m. and then some seconds afterwards up until midnight. If it was good till midnight, I would have told you that. So it's 11:59, so make sure you've got it in by that time. And do recall you only get one chance to answer each question on the Mind tab quizzes or practice tests there. So make sure that you prepare and make sure you don't wait to the last minute, because you really won't have enough time to finish. So hopefully you've been working ahead or kind of creeping through those there, so you don't have to do a rush and a train wreck at the end there on that Sunday. So please make sure you get them done. Next item here is also very important. This concerns the first part of your APA style literature review paper. That is due Wednesday, September 15th, which is still some time away, but I'm just reminding you, you will get reminder announcements, everything there too from Canvas. When you go to the APA literature review module, which you will find beneath the Unit 5 course material, so scroll down past Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Underneath Unit 5, you will see the APA Lit Review module. Make sure you take a look at it there. There are clearly labeled instructions. At the very top of the instructions, I put together a little handy nifty video for you where I walk you through the instructions and show you what's on the instructional page there. So do watch that. It's not terribly long. You're also going to find a sample of a completed submission for this first part of the paper. And on this part of the paper, all you're going to turn in is your topic, which must be something from social psychology, and you are going to find a link to a textbook that's free online. That's a social psychology textbook in case you don't already have one of your own there. I do provide a list of social psychology topics, but I would encourage you to take a look at that textbook just to get a little bit of a better idea of what you might want to write your paper on ultimately. But again, in this part of the paper, you're just going to tell me your topic from social psychology, how you're going to approach your topic. That's via a thesis statement. And again, there's a sample of all this in the instructions there you're going to see. And you also have to have a list of 10 APA-style references. And your references must be from academic peer-reviewed research articles, so things like USA Today, a YouTube video, Time Magazine. Those are not scientific publications, are not suitable for your 10 minimum number of academic peer-reviewed references. Don't forget as well, you've got your pocket guide to APA style to help you get things into APA style shape. And also, if you need help locating references, and you'll get an announcement about this, the library holds what are called RAP sessions, like your wrapping, RAP, and they will help you. A reference librarian will help you locate suitable references. But I do give you some pretty good instructions on how to do that, so please do look at those instructions, and please don't wait to the last minute to do so, so you have enough time to get all this squared away for yourself. Last item here, as I always kind of say here, work ahead as much as you can to get things done. And do watch those lecture videos, especially as we keep progressing through our chapters. Some of the things might get a bit more complex, and I think I do a pretty good job of explaining things. I know it takes time to do that, but again, I'm not giving you any more content in those lecture videos than I do in my face-to-face classes. So, and the nice thing is you can skip ahead, you can rewind, you can just go to the part you want to see. So you get a lot of convenience at your disposal to watch those videos. So please do take a look at them. They will help you out, I promise. Okay, that's everything I wanted to say. So hope you're having a great weekend, and hopefully I will see you in those lecture videos. If you're having any problems, as always, reach out via email. I'll be glad to get back to you, and maybe I'll see you in our live session this coming Monday too. That would be great if you can make it. So take care until then, or next time.